Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. This is Claire and I'm going to be sharing with you some of the ways, the signs that you can use to tell he doesn't like you. So you're in a relationship with this man, this boyfriend of yours, and then you just sense that something is not really right. Yes, he's changing, he's not really paying attention to you. Your instincts are just alerting you that something is wrong in the relationship, that he is not really into you. Then once you get such instincts, and then you've studied his actions, his words, they're all shouting. He's no longer into you. He doesn't like you. He's not. You're not really certain whether he likes you or not. Yes. So that could be the number one sign that you can use to tell whether he likes you or not. But chances are high that he doesn't like you. Maybe he may be liking you, he may be experiencing some challenges to make you, he may be just snapping out his challenges onto you. Maybe he's having a bad time, then you may think he doesn't like you, but when he likes you, then chances are high that in case he changes like for a long time without, if that behavior becomes consistent, then he may not really like you. But if you're confused really whether he doesn't like you or not, I've come up with some great information, some points, and to help you tell whether he like whether or not. Some signs you can use to tell whether he doesn't like you. Yes. Sign number one, lack of communication. Lack of communication verbally. That could be even non-verbally. Yeah? Yes, he stops talking to you. You see, he's talking more to his other friends. Maybe he's even chatting more on phone with some women you don't know about. He's texting other people. He's not communicating to you. Like he never lets you know what's happening into his life. He also doesn't want to know more about you. Just there silent, just doing his thing. Maybe leaving the house even without telling you where he's going to. He's just mysterious than before. That could be a number one sign that he doesn't like you, and it's high time you go where you like. You can't stay with someone who doesn't like you. So you either decide to put up and shut up, or you pack and leave the relationship and move elsewhere where you may be liked, and life moves on. Then point number two, he provides you with unnecessary excuses. Yes, he's ever wanting to go, like he doesn't want to be near you, so he's ever excusing himself. Maybe he'll pretend to be like on his phone, like talking to some people, even though there is no one there on the phone. Yes, but his main intention may be just to avoid you. He's ever coming up with excuses when you ask him for maybe support, financial support, or physical support. He's ever coming up with excuses. You may ask him to help you lift maybe the sofa from one position to another, then he will say, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not the house help. Just you go call the house help to help you, or you can do that. You can mark that so the sofa set yourself. Just excusing himself. He just doesn't want like anything to do with you. He's planning to leave. He's planning to leave the relationship. He's planning to like to forsake you. Yes, so that could also be a sign. Constant excuses like without a valid reason. Yes. Then point number three, he's so secretive. Yes, so once he once he really doesn't like you, maybe he's fed up of you, he starts to get secretive about his income, his friends, maybe even his other side chicks. He's so secretive, like he doesn't like trust you anymore, or he doesn't really feel you. He's just looking at you as this object that he has in the house. So like you can't contribute really something big to him. So he gets secretive and plans just to continue with his life without you. Yes. So maybe yes, he may get secretive a little bit more, like with his phone. Let's say previously he's been sharing even his password with you, but then recently you've noticed that he's changed his password like at a deeper level as he used to be like before. So once you notice that, it could be that he doesn't like you anymore. And point number 4, he gets angry without a valid reason. Yes, that can also be a warning sign. Yes, over small issues. Maybe you put a lot of salt in the food today, or you delay to prepare the meals, and he just gets angry, like you've done really something big, like you've committed murder. He's so angry with you. So you also watch out with that. Yes, without really a valid reason. Yes, anger can be there. Anger is normal, but it can be manageable. But once you notice that he's really using it constantly without, even without a valid reason, then that may be a warning sign that he doesn't like you. Then he provides you with little or no attention. Yes. Now this can be a great sign, especially if he's been providing you with attention in the past, and then he's now changed and doesn't really care about what's happening in your life. He doesn't want to know whether you're losing or whether you're gaining. You're just not like his, let's say like you're not like you no longer motivate him like to come into your life. Maybe it could be because of you, it could be because of him. Maybe you wronged him in some way, and sometimes he's so annoyed he can't even talk to you. Maybe he feels like he just wants to let you go. Usually when someone loves you and you've annoyed them, they will let you know they because they want to save the relationship. They want the relationship to go like to a better place. But then if he doesn't really like you, he'll just ignore you. And that can be really hurting to some women. Be ignored even without a valid reason. Yes, that can also be a sign that he doesn't like you. And once you notice that, maybe time to call it quits and continue with other people in a relationship. And point number 6, he keeps on forgetting about the special events in your relationship or in your life. Like these special events may be your wedding anniversary, they could be your birthday, maybe Valentine's Day, maybe the day that you first launch your business and it's really important to you. You may forget about every detail because he's busy with his life. He doesn't want, like you're no longer on his mind. So that causes this. That causes him to forget, or maybe he just acts like he's forgotten. He may be remembering the events. Yes, and once you notice that he's doing this thing like constantly, it could be a warning sign that he doesn't like you anymore. Yes. Then point number 7, he may stop mentioning some lovely words to you, like I love you, I miss you, I adore you, honey, darling. He may stop mentioning such words like he used to do in the past if he doesn't like you. Yes, maybe he really has some problems and he feels like he doesn't want anything to do with a relationship with you. Or he could have gotten a new partner and he just feels like you're something of the past. Just doesn't want to waste the words, his saliva on you, his energy on you. So he'll just treat you like normally, nothing like trying to be sweet to you or trying to make you feel like a princess, like his queen. He doesn't do that anymore. That can be a sign, another sign that he doesn't like you anymore. Yes, then point number 8, he doesn't care about your feelings. Yes, he doesn't care about your feelings. He doesn't get involved in your high moments, like in your happy year. Let's say you're celebrating an achievement you made in business. He doesn't really care about how you feel. He may not even congratulate you. He may not give you the gift that you hoped for to get from him. Just doesn't care whether you're angry, even if you're so annoyed, he would not ask what's the problem with you. He will just take it like it's a normal day. He will just look at you like any other person, like ordinary people. Doesn't really, yeah, doesn't want to know more. He doesn't want to involve himself with you. That could be a sign that he's really tired of the relationship and tired of being with you, and hence doesn't like you. Point number 9, doesn't want to be seen with you in public. Yes, this can be so, especially if he's moving with his friends. Maybe he's gotten more money than you, then he feels like you're no longer his type, so he doesn't want to be seen with people of a lower class. Doesn't want to be seen with you. You're just an embarrassment to him, to his status, to his new status now that he has the money. Yeah, maybe he has gotten this affluent, like wealthy friends. He just wants to impress them that you're not his type. Maybe you're still struggling financially. You're not really well off, and your physical appearance really shows. Maybe your dress code is not really up to those higher standards as dedicated by the mainstream media. So he's just avoiding you. You're no longer like that woman that he used to fantasize about. No, he's now looking to please his friends and the other people in society. That can also be a sign that he doesn't like you. Then point number 10, he ignores your contribution in decision making. Yes, this is really evident. As you're talking about something important, then he just wants to be the one to talk. He wants to be the one to decide. He wants to be the one to make final decision without really considering your contribution. This usually happens because of ego, or maybe he has his selfish interests. He doesn't want you to benefit in one way or another. He just wants everything to be done according to his will, according to how he sees fit, how he deems fit. Yes, that can also show that he doesn't really like you. Because someone who likes you, they will involve you in decision making, especially if you're already in a relationship. Because this relationship is really made by two people. The relationship it doesn't necessarily mean that only one party can decide for the other all the time. Yes, so if you see that he really doesn't care about what you have to contribute anymore. Yes, that could be a sign that he doesn't like you. Then point number 11, he uses rude, really insulting words to you. Yes, maybe you may have some arguments in the relationship, maybe concerning the children, concerning how you're spending money, how you're conducting yourself, how you're handling life in general. Then he's he's now starting to back at you over no good reason. Just shouts at you. He doesn't want. He shouts at you because it feels like you're now distant. You're no longer like closer to his heart like before. So he has to shout just to prove that maybe you're now far away from his heart. He's just thinking about other people or other things. He may inconvenience you with his rudeness, with his barking, with his everything nasty. He may mention nasty words just to make you angry, and then you leave. You leave his presence, and he gets some space away from you. That can also be a sign that he doesn't like you. Then point number 12, he he starts to compare you with other women or other girls, yes, now that can be a really annoying thing for some women. Yeah? Yes, most especially if there are people that are comparing you with a really like higher, they are of a higher standard than you, so you may feel a bit inferior. If they may even like you may lower your self-esteem, like your confidence in your appearance, in your dress code, in your achievements if you're not really strong enough. So if he starts comparing with other women who may be more beautiful, more popular, those who are more successful in business, then he compares you like in a there is this comparison that really motivates you with that is really used with the intention to motivate you to match up to their standards, to those women they're comparing you with. But then there is this nagging comparison showing that you're just nothing, you're doing nothing, and you never beat anything compared to them. So that can also be a red flag in a relationship once your husband begins comparing you with other women. Yes, maybe, and most especially if he's doing it in a demeaning way, like you don't really matter, you're just nothing to him. In his eyes, you're nothing. Yes, that can be a sign that he doesn't like you. Then, point number 13, he searches for every chance to disagree with you. Yes, once he doesn't like you, he'll make sure you're always on his wrong side of the book. So whenever I talk about something, he's always looking for that one negative aspect of it, so that you feel you feel like you're just contributing negativity. You're just talking about rubbish to him, and yes, he'll feel like he would do this on purpose to just make you feel like uncomfortable with what you're contributing, and then you maybe like forget about your contributions in conversations or in a relationship. So he will search for every chance to disagree with you. He may pick on you like when you're in social like gatherings, just to show people that you're really nothing. Maybe you made a mistake to do with you. Like he's ever showing people that you're just the wrong one. Ever make a wrong decision, he will remind people of that maybe the past mistakes that you had apologized for, and then maybe they could have turned out wrongly, and then you concentrate on only that just to bring you down. That can be a sign also that he doesn't like you. Then another point number 14, he stops apologizing for every mistake he commits against you, like he used to do in the past. Yes, so if your boyfriend, your husband, or your man like stops apologizing for the wrongs that he has done to you, just like he was doing in the past, yes, that can be a sign that he doesn't like you anymore. Yes, because apologizing, it just means that he's aware that he has made some mistake, and you're not feeling okay with that, and he's ready to change for the better. But if he doesn't apologize, even after committing some mistake against you, even after wronging you, like he used to do before, then that could be a red sign. Well, some men don't really apologize. They use actions to apologize. Maybe after annoying you, he may bring you some flowers. He may take you out to some trip, some exotic trip. He may do something good just to elevate your mood, even without saying the word sorry. Does these things just to sometimes they have ego, so they can't really apologize. They don't want to feel like it's just in some people they feel so low to apologize. They just feel like they are not fit to apologize, so they will just act the goodness just for you to pick that vibe that he's really a good person. Like maybe he just did the other mistake without really intending it. So what if he doesn't do the good things like he used to do? If he doesn't act in a good way after wronging you, that could be also a sign that he doesn't like you. Then another, that's point number 15, starts to reject you, like in the intimate moments that I want to get intimate with you, like he's just not interested in you. Yes, so he may stop the relationship because it creates this bond. Yes. Then point number 16, he doesn't he doesn't really, yes, he can sometimes treat you like a sex toy. Yes. If if he doesn't like you, this happens especially if you're in the dating phase and he's just maybe attracted to you because of the beautiful body, the popularity you have, the money. So he just comes to get that sex from you and then he goes without really care about your everyday life, your social life, your financial life, your emotional well-being. It's only after one thing, and after getting it, then he will run away to other partners. That can also be a sign that he's just using it to satisfy his desires, his sexual desires. Yes, so once you notice such a person, you don't pursue them because you'll be miserable in that relationship with them. They won't really care about how you feel. They'll only mind about their instant gratifications on the intimacy with you, and then they'll continue with their lives. Okay, thanks for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up button if you loved this content. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and be the first to know whenever a new video is released. And I'm going to place some links in the video description of this same video. Yes, I'm going to place some links to some amazing books that you can own and change your life for the better. Ciao.